You think your money problem is that you don't earn enough. That's cute. That's genuinely adorable. Because I'm about to show you that most people are not broke because their income is too small. They're broke because their money is quietly bleeding out through 100 tiny holes they've never bothered to look at. And the wildest part? You could find every single one of those holes in just 24 hours. One day. Not a month of budgeting apps, not a 6-week financial overhaul. One focused, slightly uncomfortable day where you finally face your money like an adult. That's what we're doing today. Welcome to the 24-hour money reset. Here's the hard truth that nobody in the personal finance space wants to say out loud because it doesn't sell courses. Your spending is not the result of bad luck, or a bad economy, or a bad boss who won't give you a raise. Your spending is the result of dozens of tiny decisions you made while you were distracted, tired, bored, or emotionally compromised. You bought the subscription when you were excited. You kept the subscription when you forgot. You ordered the food delivery because cooking felt hard at 9 p.m. You tapped the card because tapping is frictionless, and your brain loves frictionless. The problem isn't willpower. The problem is that you have never actually sat down and looked at the full picture in one sitting. And that's exactly what the 24-hour reset fixes. Think of your finances right now like a bathtub with the tap running. You keep turning the tap up, meaning you hustle more, you ask for raises, you pick up side work, but you've never once checked if the drain is open. And spoiler alert, the drain is absolutely open. Multiple drains. Some of them you put there yourself and completely forgot about. The 24-hour reset is just you finally walking over to the bathtub and looking down. So here's how this actually works. And I need you to pay attention because this is where most people nod along and then do absolutely nothing. Which is a personality flaw we're going to fix together right now. The first thing you do, and this is your morning block, is pull every single bank statement and credit card statement from the last 90 days. Not 1 month, 90 days. 1 month is a lie you tell yourself. 90 days is the truth. Open a spreadsheet or grab a notebook if you're old school, and I respect that, and you are going to manually scroll through every transaction. Not skim, scroll, line by line. What you're looking for in this first pass is what I call ghost spending. These are charges that exist, but produce zero conscious joy or utility in your life. The streaming service you haven't opened since that one rainy Sunday in March. The gym membership that is essentially a monthly donation to a building you drive past. The app subscription you signed up for during a free trial, and then forgot to cancel because the company specifically designed the cancellation process to be annoying and buried, and you fell for it. Write every single ghost charge down. Don't cancel anything yet, just list them. You need to see the full horror before you start cleaning. Now here's what's going to happen psychologically in this moment, and I want to prepare you for it. You are going to feel a very specific kind of shame. Not the dramatic shame of a big financial mistake. The quiet, creeping shame of realizing you've been casually wasting money on nothing for months, possibly years, while simultaneously telling yourself you can't afford things that actually matter to you. That shame is useful. Let it sit for exactly 30 seconds and then use it as fuel. Because we're not here to feel bad. We're here to fix things. After the ghost spending audit, you move into what I call the convenience tax calculation. This is the sneaky one. This is the one that gets people who think they're being responsible. The convenience tax is every single time you paid extra because doing the slightly harder version of something felt like too much effort in the moment. The food delivery fees and tips that added 40% to a meal you could have picked up yourself. The airport snacks, because you didn't pack anything. The last-minute everything, because you didn't plan ahead. The brand name product sitting right next to the identical generic version that costs 30% less. Add up your convenience tax from the last 90 days. Multiply it by 4 to get your annual number. I'll wait. Yeah, that number is a vacation. That number is an emergency fund. That number is the thing you said you couldn't afford. This is your afternoon block. You've done the audit. Now you do the categorization. Take everything you've spent in 90 days and sort it into 3 buckets. Bucket 1 is needs, meaning rent, utilities, groceries, transportation to work, medication, the actual non-negotiables. Bucket 2 is intentional wants, meaning the things you consciously chose and genuinely enjoy, and would choose again with full information. Bucket 3 is everything else. The unintentional spending, the autopilot spending, the "I don't even remember buying this" spending. Most people, when they do this honestly, find that bucket 3 is shockingly large. Not because they're irresponsible people, but because modern commerce is specifically engineered to move money from your account to someone else's account with as little friction and as little conscious thought as possible. You are not fighting your own laziness. You are fighting billion-dollar behavioral science. Give yourself a little credit for how hard this actually is. Now comes the unsexy part. The part that no viral money hack video wants to talk about because it doesn't have a satisfying before and after transformation photo. You make a list of specific, boring, mechanical changes. Not a vision board, not a manifestation journal. A list of actions. Cancel the subscriptions in bucket 3 today. Not tomorrow, today. Because tomorrow you will be tired and you will not do it. Set up one automatic transfer to savings the day after your paycheck hits, even if it's $20, because automation beats motivation every single time. Call your internet provider, your phone company, and your insurance company and ask them directly if there's a lower rate available. I know that sounds like something your dad would say. Your dad is right. Companies routinely offer better rates to people who simply ask, because most people never ask. Identify your top 3 convenience tax triggers, the specific situations where you consistently overpay for ease, and create one simple system to reduce each one. Pack snacks the night before travel. Set a weekly meal plan on Sunday for 15 minutes. Order the generic version by default, and only upgrade if there's a real reason. Here's the thing about the 24-hour reset that makes it different from every other budgeting advice you've ignored. It's not a lifestyle. It's not a personality. It's a single day of focused attention that produces a list of specific actions. You don't have to become a frugal person. You don't have to track every coffee. You don't have to feel guilty about spending money on things you love. You just have to stop the bleeding from the things you don't even care about. That's it. Plug the holes in the bathtub. Keep the tap running. Watch the water level actually rise for the first time. The average person who does this kind of honest 90-day audit finds between $200 and $600 a month in spending that produces zero satisfaction. Zero. That's money that is currently going from your account into the void, and you don't even have a memory of enjoying it. $200 a month is $2,400 a year. $600 a month is $7,200 a year. That is not nothing. That is a financial cushion. That is a debt payment. That is the beginning of an investment account that your future self will be embarrassingly grateful for. You don't have a money problem. You have an attention problem. And the 24-hour reset is just one day of paying attention. One day of treating your own financial life with the same focus you give to a Netflix series you're binging. You owe yourself that one day. Do it this weekend. Do it tomorrow. Do it right after this video if you're feeling brave. And I genuinely hope you are. If this hit different and you want more of this kind of brutally honest, actually useful financial content, subscribe right now, because I make these videos for the people who are done with generic advice and ready for the real stuff. And if you want to go even deeper, watch the video I made about the 5 money habits that keep middle-income people broke. It's sitting right there, and it will absolutely ruin your afternoon in the best possible way. Go watch it. Your bank account is waiting.